Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Shasta Productions YouTube video. This video will be covering my trip to the VMT, along with my trip to the Buckingham branch and seeing 611. This video will include rail fanning 611, photos, as well as some general rail fanning that was done in downtown Roanoke. Now then, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Oh boy, has it been a while since I've been to the VMT. I do apologize for the sparse lack of photographs, due to the fact that last time I was at the museum was about 3 years ago now, so I was mostly just enjoying the scenery. But enjoy the photo. While we were at the VMT, a buddy of mine and I got jump scared by an NS local with a rather interesting unit. No, not you. There we go. The unit in question was an SD40E number 6357, seen here. Of course, other famous pieces are at the VMT as well, including Norfolk and Western 1776 and RF&P 1002. Seen here is a scale model as well as an artist's rendition of a P-51 that shot down a Messerschmitt Bf 109 while flying under the Eiffel Tower in France. Something I found interesting about this EMD SD45 that's sitting here is the fact that not only is its eerie black Awana paint blading through the conrail, but that apparently, if you look closely enough under the cab, you can see the letters N and W, meaning that this engine actually served the N and W before going to the Erie. After we left the VMT, we went up to one of the mountains just outside of Roanoke, and we got a very great shot of the entire city as well as several trains. And by several, I really just mean two. Do note the SD70 ACE trailing on the coal train, though. After lunch, my buddy and I decided to go to downtown Roanoke to the Amtrak platform to do a little bit of rail fanning. We didn't catch much, but we did catch this NS coal drag that was empty, headed back to the coal mines. Do note the Conrail fallen flag hopper at the end of this clip. After baking in the hot Roanoke sun for about 4 more hours and catching nothing else, my buddy and I decided to call it quits and go get dinner. My buddy and I then returned to the Amtrak platform only to get chased off by a local cop. We were forced to head over to the footbridge to catch NS number 1800, the Nickel Plate Road Heritage Unit, as seen here in the trailing position. Now for the part I'm sure most of you have been waiting for, and the star of this video herself, Norfolk and Western J-Class number 611, the Spirit of Roanoke. Slight disclaimer that some of the photos and videos might be a little bit out of order in this sequence. While it was raining the whole time, that didn't seem to bother almost anyone, myself and my best friend included. I'd also like to apologize the fact that both me and my buddy were bumbling idiots when we decided to chase her, as this was the first time that both of us had either chased any sort of train.
Gentle way. Gentle way.
quiet and I was forced to resort to my phone, as all of the following clips and photos will have been taken mostly from my phone. I had an absolute blast on this trip and would highly recommend, if she's ever in the area again, go take a ride behind the Norfolk and Western J-Class number 611 on the Buckingham Branch Railroad. Absolutely worth the time. Well, that's it for me for now. Until next time, catch you on the flip side, guys.